So have you lived here long?
Yeah, about a year.
You have a roommate?
For now. So, does anybody know you're here?
Um, it's a really weird question to ask.
Hmm.
Kiss Me Deadly. The interesting twist of this film is you don't know who the true villain is. You're made to assume that this quirky, offbeat protagonist who seems desperate to get a girl to text back is going to be the problem and not his seemingly normal, handsome roommate. The clues are there throughout, but the story does a great job at setting up Thomas as the suspected villain that you can easily miss all the clues pointing to the roommate. Lots of blackouts. So the choice to use blackouts to show the passage of time creates a sense of a cliffhanger in the piece. So we're left wondering what's next. Lots of quick close-ups during the murder scene to showcase the murder of Thomas. I thought it was interesting that the pizza guy being an accomplice, but I didn't fully understand what was the motive of the roommate. Like, was this a long game plan put in motion back to when he originally helped him create the profile to lure some unsuspecting girl? Was it once this girl came to light that all of a sudden is a motivation? What motivated the roommate to kill Thomas all of a sudden? The double homicide, and what was the significance for him of the Christmas holiday also. So there was just some things that it kind of left me thinking like, oh, what does this all mean?
Kiss Me Deadly. This short had a lot of great elements. It felt like to me we were seeing part of a series or a limited series or something, so I could see it like that. Something on Netflix for sure. Had a really interesting tone. I felt like the tone kind of changed from the beginning when it's just the roommates talking about her giving this guy another chance, to then it felt like two separate tones a little bit to me. And I don't know, like the development of the main guy with the bow tie and everything it did throw me off as to the twist happening. Some of the elements I didn't fully understand, like the Christmas theme. What was the point of that? I think, was it just to show that something's off with these people, or at least one of these people? Yeah, it was nice not to see something blatant about it being the roommate. It was nice to kind of be led along thinking it was the other guy, and then for the pizza guy to be involved was an interesting twist as well. To me there was a couple of different elements that were a surprise to me. I really I enjoyed watching this visually, and the acting was good, and the pacing and the timing and everything, but some of it was just confusing for me. At the very end when they were dancing, the girl and the guy, I wasn't sure if that was supposed to be an outtake because she was dead and he had already killed her, or if it was in his imagination. With him cutting himself, I think that kind of just showed he was not well, and he was probably just a serial killer. And he was using his roommate to, I don't know why it was a year later though, like the roommate had been there a year. So anyway, there were some questions, but I think overall the ride was a fun ride, kept me guessing, and the camera work was great and the editing and everything. So I want to see more in a way. I want to see kind of a prequel to this or a continuation, just to kind of understand some of the elements better. So great job.
With the film Kiss Me Deadly, you get this sense that there is a villain at play, but the twist of it all is it's not whom you expect it to be. They present a character that is skeevy. They present multiple characters that are skeevy, perhaps, but the one that you least expect to be the villain ends up being the villain itself. They have this really creepy ending as we find that our beloved leading lady has met her demise. and they present this serial killer ritual almost as he's collecting his trophy and having this sort of fantasy come out into play as the credits roll. We get to see this black and white, very beauty-esque classical music playing as they dance in the room of what could have been, as we have just seen what actually is within the story.
Kiss Me Deadly was a fascinating short film. I thought the film took a great concept of online dating and turned it into a unique story that highlights the importance of getting to know somebody beforehand. I thought some of the camera shots really created this eerie feeling, especially with the close ups of the characters' faces that convey this sort of suspenseful atmosphere over the entire film. But other than that, Kiss Me Deadly was a nice, quick, short film that I highly recommend.